Bakovic coming in quick, makes the incredible diving catch. My goodness, Bakovic.
Germani trying to get there, goes back, and did he make another one? Holy guacamole, what a catch there.
Get to the basket, passes it to Cortez, Cortez up, and one. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
It's that time for another edition of the Roadrunner Review, the exciting 30 minutes of MSU Denver sports. I'm Eric Lansing here to catch you up on all the latest Roadrunner news. On today's show, the baseball and softball seasons are coming down the home stretch, which means it's playoff time. We also have a brand new head coach for our men's basketball program, so we hear what he has in store for the Roadrunners. And we bring some incredible plays from the final weekend of baseball in our top plays segment. So let's head to the Diamond and get you caught up on some baseball. Head coach Jared Otis and his squad hosted the 8th ranked team in the nation in Colorado Mesa to finish out the regular season. The Mavericks started the scoring in the first inning. Tanner Rempel rips this pitch right past the starting pitcher Beecher Strube, and that brings in PJ Gonzalez to put Mesa up 1-0. But MSU Denver answers right back in the bottom half of the first inning as Hunter Donaldson gets all of this pitch for the solo home run to even the score at 1 apiece. We head into the 5th inning. Will Dixon bloops in the single, which brings home 2 runs, and it would lead to a 3-run 5th inning to put the Mavs up 4-1. But again, the red and blue respond in their half of the inning. A.J. Landis throws this pitch to the backstop, which allows Donnie Ortiz to sneak home to score a run. Kale O'Donnell at the plate, and he goes under the pitcher for the single, and Trent Maloney scoots home all the way from second base, and the home team is down by just 1 run. Into the 6th, and Gonzalez takes Jared Rowley deep for the solo shot. Colorado Mesa takes the game 5-3. Now for the series finale, and it was senior day for 7 Roadrunners who combined to play 22 seasons for Coach Otis, and they look to finish their final home game with a win against those mighty Mavericks. First inning, Tanner Nieslanik slaps his ball into right field. Derek Stimson fires it home, but it's not in time, and Mesa grabs a 1-0 advantage. Next batter, Nieslanik trying to steal third, but Marcus Bean is having none of it and easily guns down the runner. Third inning now, Jake Thurston at the plate and powers this pitch to right center field, and it stays inside the park. Donnie Ortiz scores all the way from first to even the game at 1. Mesa grabs a 3-1 lead in the top of the 4th inning, but MSU Denver answers right back. Hunter Donaldson comes up and drives in 2 runs with this single, and how exciting is this game? Tied 3-3. Sophomore pitcher Hunter Hogelboom had his best outing of the season, going 8 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, and striking out 4 Mavericks. We head into the 7th. Runners are on the corner, and the Roadrunners' best hitter in Trent Maloney comes to the plate. Jake Mylock on the mound. He fires, and it gets away from Rempel, and Ortiz comes in to score the go-ahead run, and it's the Roadrunners who takes the series finale 4-3, a great confidence builder heading into that RMAC tournament. So here are the final RMAC standings from the regular season, and our Roadrunners finished 3rd behind Colorado Mines and Colorado Mesa. Mesa will host the entire conference playoffs, and it will take place in Grand Junction. As the 3 seed, Coach Otis' squad will take on CSU Pueblo in the first round. The RMAC handed out its regular season awards before the tournament kicked off. Junior Cale O'Donnell earned first team All-RMAC after cranking out 12 home runs and hitting better than .350 for most of the season. O'Donnell also was stellar on the mound, finishing 2nd in the conference in saves with 7. Senior Jake Thurston also earned first team honors after posting a .361 batting average while leading the RMAC in hits with 71. His defense was also top-notch and led the RMAC in assists with 152. Junior pitcher Javi Vega was named to the 2nd team after finishing 3rd in the conference in complete games with 4 and finishing 3rd in the RMAC with 7 wins. On to the tournament in Grand Junction, and the Roadrunners came out with a victory in Game 1 with a wild 12-11 victory. The Thunderwolves raced out to a 6-1 lead in the 4th, but Jake Ekman blasted a grand slam in the bottom of the 4th and helped the Red and Blue take a 7-6 lead. CSU Pueblo scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th to tie the game at 11, but Coach Otis' squad would get the game winner in the 10th on an O'Donnell single to advance to the winner's bracket of the tournament. MSU Denver would drop their 2nd game to Mines, but rebound to defeat Regis to advance to the semi-final round. Again, the Roadrunners would have to rally, and did so on the shoulders of Jake Ekman, who would hit a 3-run round tripper to give his team the lead for good. Up next would be a rematch with Colorado Mines for a chance to play Colorado Mesa in the championship round. Sophomore Dane Rowley, who had not started a game since high school, took the ball and pitched a heck of a game, going 7 innings, giving up just 2 earned runs on 6 hits. But Mines pitcher Clark Martin had his stuff going for him, striking out 11 Roadrunners, going the distance, earning the shutout to end MSU Denver's season. But Coach Otis and his boys have to be proud after putting together another fantastic season.
It was a really good baseball game. That's really what it was. I thought our seniors played great. Their guy threw well, our guy threw well. You know, it's kind of crazy when you really looked at it. Both Dane and Martin both threw in last night's game, and then to flip them around and put them on the mound. And I thought Dane did an amazing job. It was his first college start ever, and he held them down. That's really what he did. And they're a great team, good hitting team, and we just couldn't find a way to put some runs on the board.
I mean, from the start, we kind of just we couldn't find the bat on the ball. I think it was like 4 hits all the way till like the 7th inning. But I mean, the guy pitched one heck of a game, and we just couldn't find a hit to get our guys in when they did reach base. So it sucks to have an end like this, but I love these guys, and I'm gonna miss it.
Bouncing off a late night last night with those guys, and then coming back today, we get that win against Regis. We're feeling pretty high, and we just couldn't keep it rolling and keep it together against Mines again. But you know, it was a great play from both sides of the field.
We are definitely proud and appreciative for all the baseball team's efforts and exciting play they brought to the yard every game. We want to wish these 7 seniors the best of luck as they head out into the real world. We are just getting started here on the Roadrunner Review. Later on in the show, we'll help you get to know our new men's basketball head coach and what he hopes to accomplish with his new team. But coming up next, the softball team heads into the RMAC tournament. So come on back here on the Roadrunner Review.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Some students come to Metropolitan State University of Denver to find their future. Others look to sharpen their current skills. In the case of David Thibodeau, it was both. Our faculty helped fuel his entrepreneurial spirit while encouraging him to pursue his personal passions. These 2 talents came together in Ska Brewing Company, which he co-founded in 1998 in Durango and is considered one of the top up-and-coming Colorado companies.
Welcome back to the Roadrunner Review, and now we get into some softball action as they headed to Grand Junction for the RMAC tournament. But before we tell you how they did, the RMAC handed out its regular season awards, and a few of our Roadrunners made the list. Annika Anderson was no surprise to the All-RMAC first team. The junior ranked in the top 10 of 8 different categories, which included 4th in batting average, 10th in slugging, 3rd in runs scored, and 2nd in total hits. She led her squad in RBI with 49. Also on the first team was senior pitcher and hitter Cassidy Smith. She finished her career with an MSU Denver record of 61 wins while posting a .319 batting average during her senior season. Senior Kalissa Bakovic was named to the All-RMAC second team, and she finished her Roadrunner career as the all-time steals leader with 74 and as the all-time leader in games played with 217. Juniors Carissa Terry and Serena Espinoza earned honorable mention All-RMAC honors. On to the RMAC tournament, and the Red and Blue took on Colorado Christian in Game 1. The Cougars jumped on the board first to a 2-0 advantage in the first, but the Roadrunners answered right back with 2 of their own thanks to RBIs by Bakovic and Espinoza. But a 3-run 4th inning by CCU proved to be the difference in the 6-4 loss for MSU Denver. Bakovic led the way with 3 hits. The Roadrunners needed to win Game 2 in order to advance, but the Grizzlies put up 10 runs in the first 5 innings to end MSU Denver's season. Roadrunners could only muster up 4 hits in the loss, and Coach Van Wetsinge's squad needed to take the tournament to advance to the NCAA playoffs. So it wasn't the ending the team had for itself, but another winning record for the softball team and another RMAC playoff berth. Coach Van Wetsinge loses 5 players from her squad, but they were all very thankful to be able to don the red and blue in their collegiate careers.
I think it's meant everything to me. I definitely think the whole softball college experience for me has been like the best part to college. And, you know, I've met a lot of great people and friends that I will be friends with for the rest of my life. You know, Coach Van's been awesome. I definitely think all of us kind of struggled at the beginning getting used to it. But for me, I mean, I didn't really know the old coach very well either. But Coach Mann's been awesome, and I definitely appreciate all the life lessons she's taught, and always, like, every day at the field, you know, teaches us to be better people, and really appreciate the opportunities we get in life.
I've been trying not to think about it, you know, and just kind of going out there and doing the best that I can, you know, with the last however long I have, you know, and just putting all the effort I can. So.
Do you have any favorite moments from Metro? Games, at-bats, relationships that you've made, ways you've grown as a person?
I think I've just grown a lot since my freshman year, you know, met a lot of, you know, really great people who have pushed me to become, you know, like a better person. So, you know, I'm getting a little choked up about it, but, you know, I guess that's kind of cliche, but, you know, it's been a good experience.
They definitely were very welcoming once I came in as a transfer. I knew that was going to be a huge issue because a lot of these girls have been together for so long that it's going to be hard to, you know, be a part of that. They definitely mean a lot to me. There's going to be a lot of girls that I'm going to speak to even after this, and softball definitely brought me, like, maybe more sociable, I guess, more outgoing, and I'm grateful for these girls because they always have my back. So it's definitely really nice to have a family like that. And, well, we all love the game, so it's always nice to relate to that. So
it's been a ride. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of memories. When I think of it, I think of softball, but I more think of the people I've met and my teammates and playing for Coach Fan and all the experiences. The way I see it, like, I'll just look back in a few years and I'll remember, like, situations and, like, time with my friends other than the games I won and lost, if that makes sense. But yeah, Vero, her and I are tight. We've got a good relationship. We understand each other. We work well together, and it's been a lot of fun playing for her.
My time at Metro has been awesome. I met some really good people here, and I mean, everything's been pretty good. So, I mean, I don't really have much else to say, but everything else has been really well here. So,
tell us about Coach Van Wetzinga and how she's kind of made your stay here.
She's done a lot for me since, like, the passing of my mom and my grandfather. She's, like, done a lot for me with, like classes and everything, and so has Erin. So she's made everything a lot smoother for me than I was thinking, but she's really awesome and done a lot for me.
The squad does return all conference players in Serena Espinoza and Annika Anderson, so you know this team will be right back in the playoff hunt in 2018. Time for a break, but we're coming right back with Michael Ball, the brand new head coach for our men's basketball program.
Hi, I'm Tyrone Braxton. I won 2 Super Bowl rings and was an all-pro safety, but I wanted to do more with my life. I knew I wanted to help people, and MSU Denver helped me figure out my next steps. As a case manager at the Mental Health Center Denver, I'm helping people re-enter society. And this is so much better than those 2 Super Bowl rings. I reinvented myself at MSU Denver.
Metropolitan State University of Denver nurtures student aspiration and empowers lifelong success through personal attention and professional experience in an inclusive environment. Located in the heart of downtown Denver, the university offers broad access to a transformative undergraduate and graduate education on Colorado's most diverse college campus. And as a gateway to opportunity, MSU Denver advances the intellectual, social, cultural, and economic well-being of Denver and beyond.
Brought to you by your #1 volume Nissan dealer, Tynan's Nissan. Come in today and choose from nearly 1,200 new Nissans. Get 0% for 72 months with no payments for 90 days. During the Bottom Line event, lease the new Altima for only $149 per month. Gives you both efficiency and performance. Looking for an SUV? Then choose the all-wheel drive Rogue at just $159 per month. Also available with optional 3rd-row seats. Bottom Line savings at Tynan's Nissan in Aurora and Fort Collins.
Thanks for coming back to the Roadrunner Review, and the men's basketball program has quite the tradition of head coaches. Mike Dunlap won 2 national championships in the early 2000s. Brandon Hayes won multiple conference championships in his time in downtown Denver. And Derek Clark won 3 straight regional championships while coming up just 2 points short of winning a national championship. So some big shoes to fill, but Michael Ball is no stranger to the Roadrunner program. He actually played in the red and blue jersey from 2003 to 2007 and also spent 7 seasons assisting Coach Clark. But now it's his turn to take over the program and put his stamp on it. Our own Celeste Zubia talked with the new coach on the latest edition of the Coach's Corner.
So when Dr. Anthony Grant called you and told you that you had earned the job, what went through your mind?
You know, I think Dr. Grant might even know this, but as soon as he told me I had the job, I had a big yell in the locker room. and I think I might have startled him a little bit. But no, it was a real dream come true, to be honest with you. And I told Dr. Grant I appreciate the opportunity and for him entrusting in me, you know, such a storied program. But I couldn't be more excited when he told me the news.
Yeah. Tell us why you decided you wanted to be the head coach for the Roadrunners.
You know, like I said, I mean, it was one of those things where, you know, even as a kid, I was here. I'm a Denver guy, so I grew up watching the teams back in the late 90s, early 2000s playing, and it was always a dream of mine, you know, to eventually play here, and I did that.
Yeah.
And then I knew once my playing career was done that I was just so excited to become a coach. And I was fortunate enough 7 years ago to get the opportunity to be an assistant coach, and then my love for Metro State has just been phenomenal over the years, just because it's a place I grew up. You know, it's home to me, and I have a ton of friends here, a ton of support, and it's one of those things, it's family.
Yeah.
And, you know, once you have that, you never want to let it go.
The word passion came up a couple of times, you know, when folks talked about you in the men's basketball program. So where does that passion come from, and how will that be integrated in your coaching?
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing that I'm going to bring that we've always had is that love for the game and the love for the institution. You know, I love the players. You know, you build a bond through relationships, and that relationships really is what the difference is at the end of the day. I mean, talent-wise, I feel confident we're going to get the players that can play on the floor, but we're also going to get the players who can buy into the institution and the whole athletic department as a whole, and the culture and the core values that we want as an institution. And, you know, that passion just comes through because when you love something, it's so easy to, you know, care about it and pass it along to other guys or other young men.
You got to be the interim head coach last season, so you got a taste of what it would be, you know, to be the leader of this program. So what were some of the things you learned from taking over the program?
Well, I think the other, one of the biggest things is this switching over, moving over from my assistant coach seat to the head coaching seat. You know, you have the final say on everything. You know, I was always the good cop as an assistant coach, and when you finally step over to that head coaching position, you know, there's times where you're going to have to do things and say things that, you know, to motivate your players that you normally wouldn't do as an assistant. You know, but again, through relationships, the guys understand that nothing we do is personal, and that we're here for a common goal. And that relationship, again, I keep hitting back relationship. The relationship with the players is very important because, again, once they know you care about them off the floor, then they'll even go that much harder for you on the floor.
So what kind of basketball will the fans get to see, you know, under head coach Michael Ball? Will it be similar to what we've seen before, or do you have some new things that you want to kind of give the fans? You
know, I think defensively you're going to see a lot of the similar stuff in terms of us, you know, pressing, playing up the floor. You're going to see us take a lot more chances up the floor, a lot more fast-paced brand of basketball. And then on the flip side, same thing offensively. You know, you're going to see us push the ball a little bit more in transition. Our goal is not to score 60 points a game. Our goal is to score 85 plus. And you can only do that by pushing the basketball. And I think the other thing you're going to see is you're going to see a bunch of guys who are committed to shooting the basketball. You know, our field goal percentage is going to go way up. Our three-point percentage is going to go way up. So I'm can't be more excited for this opportunity and to showcase our guys, because we have a bunch of great guys that are coming back.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
We're back here on the Roadrunner Review, and we're going to continue our conversation with Coach Ball as Celeste Zuby helps us get to know the new man in charge of the men's basketball program.
This program is the front porch program for this university. So as the lead representative from this program, how do you take your stance in the forefront of the athletic department and promote all the MSU Denver sports?
You know, I've always been a big believer, even as a student athlete, that the success of the program is not based upon one program. You know, it's as a whole. When the soccer team's good, when the baseball team, softball team, tennis, track, cross country, when we're good, everyone's good. Everyone sort of feeds off that success of other programs because, again, we're not the first program that starts off the season. You know, we have fall programs that are important, to sort of build a foundation for success for the teams coming in the winter. Then obviously we sort of set up the people in the spring to have that success. So I think it's an obligation for all the sports, and especially us to show our support to other teams and other athletes, other coaches. You know, we're all connected. We all have the same common goal, same mission, and that's to be representative to student athletes and to be role models and mentors for young men and women.
Definitely. So what will be the biggest change for you going from an assistant coach to a head coach, and kind of maybe how does your role change taking on this lead role now?
You know, I think one of the biggest things is I definitely have to answer a lot more emails and phone calls than I normally did.
More interviews now, so
yeah, a little bit more interviews.
Get used to this face because you'll see me after every game.
You know, but I think it's a good opportunity, you know, just to be in a position, you know, where I can be the voice of the program, you know, and I have so much passion for this place and love for this place that to sort of pass it on, not only on the basketball floor, but in the community as well. You know, we're ambassadors for the community, and we have a great community in Denver, and I've been here my whole life. And I think just being a representative for the institution as a whole is one of the main things that I'm looking forward to as a head coach.
So what kind of changes do you want to see in the men's basketball program? Are you looking to continue to practice at 6 in the morning, or like maybe even change some student athletes that are hesitant from like waking up so early? Like college kids need their sleep, coach. Like
no, so you sound like one of the players. You've probably been talking to a couple of them, I think some things need to change. I think we do a lot of things really, really well. We had a 3.4 GPA, actually 3.37 GPA the first semester, and that's a credit to the guys. You know, so I think some things are established and good, but I also think that change is good as well. You know, when you're sort of immune or you don't necessarily see the benefit in making changes because we've done a certain way for the past 15 or 16 years, there's different ways to do things. You know, I'm not opposed to not practicing in the morning at 6 a.m. If the players are listening to me, don't hold me to that. But, you know, I'm a family man too, you know, and I want that the benefit of, you know, having this life as well, but I also have a home life as well. And I want to spend time with my family, and I also know there's an obligation I have in regards to the athletic program and my players. So there will be some things that are different, but at the same time, a lot of things are going to be the same.
Yeah.
You know, because again, it's not broken.
Coach, I know we've talked about basketball a lot, so just lay back, chill out. What are you doing this summer? Any plans? Maybe like that aren't basketball related.
You know, we got quite a bit of recruiting to do.
Then never mind.
So it hasn't
Keep
stopped
it basketball
yet.
related.
But no, I mean, it's important to me. Like I said, I mean, I'm not where I am today without the support of my family. My wife, Amy, she actually just won the state title at Evergreen for basketball. First time. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to her. Then obviously I have 2 little girls, Alice and Abby. Alice is 3, Abby just turned 2. So I want to spend some time with my family. I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
You know, I don't necessarily go to a ton of places. You know, and my kids are fortunate enough that they grow up in the gym with both me and mom. So I'm going to spend a lot of time around the house when I'm not working on stuff here and just sort of relax, you know, recharge the batteries and get ready for a phenomenal season.
We're so excited for Coach Ball, and we know he's going to do great things both on and off the court here in downtown Denver. We're coming back with our top plays and a story on soon-to-be senior Janae Squires-Horton from the women's basketball team. So come on back.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
Here at MSU Denver.
To identify situations in which sexual assault may occur.
It's on us.
To get a friend home safely.
To stop sexual harassment.
To recognize that non-consensual sex is sexual assault.
I pledge.
I pledge.
To create an environment in which sexual assault is unacceptable and survivors are supported.
It's on us. All of us.
Here at MSU Denver.
To never blame the victim.
To intervene in situations where consent has not or cannot be given.
Learn more and take a pledge at itsonus.org.
Coming up against the clock here on the Roadrunner Review, women's basketball star Janae Squires-Horton broke out in her junior year and helped lead the program back to the playoffs for the first time in 3 seasons. Our own Juan Ariano helps you get to know the sharpshooting guard.
So I started playing basketball when I was in 7th grade. My little sister, she was already playing. She's 2 years younger than me, so I was like, I might as well just give it a try and see if I like it. And my dad coached me and my sister for as long as I can remember up to this point, so we practiced for years and years, and then I just ended up loving it, and I made varsity as a freshman in high school, and it was just a passion from there. I chose Metro because at my previous school, Adams State, it wasn't the best fit for me, coaching-wise, team-wise, so I reached out to Coach Have at Metro, and she was all open arms for me to come on a visit, and me and my parents came on a visit, and the coaching staff was great. Everybody was sweet. Everyone in admin, the athletic department was really welcoming and welcomed me in with open arms. So it was just an environment I really like to be in, and I love downtown Denver, so it was ideal. I have a lot of my minor classes, so I'm taking like intro to media production, basic camera class, things like that, and then next year I'll be starting my magazine classes, so it'll be cool. I think the biggest struggle being a college athlete, a student athlete, would just be like how you are mentally throughout the year and how you progress as like a student. I mean, it's a lot of your time's being taken up by basketball. You have to miss classes sometimes to go to games, and it gets hard, but you have your team there and your coaches are really supportive. Everyone in the athletic department is there to help you, so it gets easier the more you do it. So once I graduate, I would like to play overseas, so hopefully I have a great senior year and get better than I was last year, and I love to go overseas and play. I want to keep playing as long as I can, so that's my goal right now. I would say my parents. I mean, my dad, he really took the time to work with me and my sister for years. Like, we would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Even to this, like, even now, we still get up at 5 o'clock in the morning in the summers to go work out, and he has work at the end of the day. So, I mean, he's really been like a big inspiration just because you want to do well to make everybody proud, so.
All right, time for the top plays from this past month, and they are brought to you by the Regency. Play number 5 comes from the man behind the plate. The ball gets away from Marcus Bean, but just for a moment. The runner thinks he could take advantage, but the senior says otherwise and guns him down easily at third. Another Maverick thinks he can take extra bases without a pass, and again, Bean says, not on my watch. Don't pass go, and don't collect $200. Hashtag don't run on Bean. More great defense in play number 4. Mesa puts down the bunt. Trent Maloney goes with a bare hand, fires it across the diamond, and gets the out. He makes it look so easy, and Maloney will be back next season to keep that third base position on lockdown. Play number 3, Javi Vega on the mound. He fires in the pitch. The pitch comes firing back at him, and he snags it before he can do any damage to the scoreboard, and frankly on him too. That comebacker was ripped into Vega's direction, and the man puts his glove up to make the spectacular play. That'll get the old heartbeat going for sure. How about 2 great plays in play number 2, and both by the second base position? Donnie Ortiz makes the diving stop up the middle to rob Mesa of a hit on Saturday, but he wasn't done there. On Sunday, the ball is roped to right field, where Ortiz sticks out that glove to rob the Mavericks of a hit, and especially important in the 1-run victory for the Roadrunners. Ortiz will also be back in 2018 to keep that incredible defense intact. And the top play comes from a guy who has a knack for reaching number 1 in this segment. Aaron Germani again makes our top spot with another spectacular catch in center field. That man can make up some ground and put that glove in the perfect spot to always come up with the catch. Those were the top plays from this past month, and as always, they are brought to you by the Regency. Well, that does it for another edition of the Roadrunner Review. You'll want to come back next month as we bring you our Best of the Best episode. We feature all the top moments from the 2016-2017 sports season. And of course, keep up with all our MSU Denver sports and news at roadrunnersathletics.com. I'm Eric Lansing, and we'll see you next time.